All right. Good morning, Summit Academy students. It is 10 o'clock, so we are going to get started with our Spanish class today. It is Monday, April 27th. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a good weekend and stayed dry yesterday, but looks like it's a nice day today. So I'm going to give it about a minute and a half or 2 minutes to see if anybody joins us live. Like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe, getting their work done in a timely fashion. I don't know if I could have handled quarantine as a kid, as a middle schooler. I don't know if I'd have the ability to do all the work at home on my own. I mean, I know you guys get help with your parents and with the teachers streaming stuff like this, but I feel like it's got to be a lot of work. It's got to be a lot to get motivated to do it. So I applaud you guys trying to keep up and trying to still get your education. It can't be easy. So anyway, it's about another minute. We'll get started. If you're here, say something in the chat so I know that someone's here. If not, and you're watching this later, that's fine too. But we'll get started here in about 30 seconds so we don't waste too much time. So as most of you know, we're not going to go back to school at all this year. I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's shocking to think about. Which means, though, I get to eat all the candy I bought in Puerto Rico. I bought you guys candy from Puerto Rico. I was saving them until, just in case we would go back to school. Turns out now I can eat them all. I haven't touched them yet, but turns out they're all mine. So that's one good thing about the coronavirus. I get to eat the candy I bought in Puerto Rico. So it's 2 after, so we'll get started. I wanted to start today with the usual. Malachi, thanks for joining us. We're going to start with this today, as usual. So we're going to start with the date. The word for the date is la fecha. La fecha means the date, right? So if I said hoy es el blank, I'm looking for the number, right? Like I said, my blinds are open so I can get better lighting in here, but I feel like it reflects off these whiteboards, something awful. All right, hoy es el blank. So today's the 27th. So if you know how to say 27th, go ahead and see if you can say it. If you want to write this along with me, you can. 27. So 20 we know is 20. And then 7 is siete. So last time when we did this, I kept the word separate, right? I said 20 whatever the date was. Today I'm going to show you how to make it one word, right? 20 is 20. But if you want to say 27, you would just smash the words together to make one word, right? So this is how you could write 27, right? Now you could also write the individual words, 20, letter Y-E, siete, 7. Or you can smash them together. So hoy es el 27, the 27th day. What month are we in? We are in April. So if you remember how to say April in Spanish, go ahead and say April or write April. My hint for you is it's not very different than in English. Raquel's here. Thanks for coming. April in Spanish will be abril. Abril, just like April, but with a B instead of a P, right? So we got hoy es el 27 de abril. And then our year. Our year we should know by now, right? We got 2000. The word for 2 is dos. The word for 1,000 is mil, right? Mil is 1,000. And then, of course, we said 20 was 20, right? So our year is 2020, right? So try to angle this so it's not, there you go. Hoy es el 27 de abril, 2020, 2020. All right. So that's where we're at today and as far as the date. And then we've got the days of the week, right? El día, today. El día es que día. Well, we know that today is Monday. Monday in Espanol es lunes, right? Lunes. Hoy es lunes. Entonces, ¿qué día será mañana? What day will tomorrow be? ¿Qué día será mañana? But you could say mañana será, tomorrow will be, we'll say Tuesday, but in Espanol, Tuesday is martes. So mañana será martes. So if I asked you qué día será mañana, you would say mañana será martes, right? And then finally, the last part, ayer fue. Ayer is yesterday. So qué día fue ayer? What day was yesterday? Qué día fue ayer? You would answer ayer, yesterday. Fue, was. And then yesterday we know was Sunday, right? Sunday in Espanol is, if you know it, say it. Ayer fue domingo. All right. Yesterday was Sunday. Ayer fue domingo. All right. So el día hoy es lunes. Mañana será martes y ayer fue domingo. All right. So those are our days of the week. When I left you on last Wednesday, when I left you last, we did this paper. We're talking about the verb ir, to go, right? They conjugated it for you, and we filled these in together, answering questions about where we were going to, adonde, like where to. As a review, adonde is how you would ask someone where they're going, using the proper form of ir for. So if you're talking to your brother, you know, you would talking to him, he'd be a tú, right? Because your brother, sister, brothers and brothers, whatever, you would say, ¿A dónde vas tú? ¿A dónde vas? Where are you going, right? Because you know that tú is vas. So you could say, ¿A dónde vas tú? Or just you could say, ¿A dónde vas? That means, where are you going? So we left that, we finished this, and then I told you to try to get this side done by Monday, by today. So if you did, kudos to you. If you didn't, then we're going to work through today, okay, together. Tomorrow I'm going to try to go into the building, to the school, to get the blizzard bags that were turned in, so I can start seeing where everyone's at, how much everyone got done from the first batch, and then so I'm going to pick that up tomorrow, and then I'll see how everyone's doing. So if you have this done already, great. You can kind of sit back and check what we're doing and make sure that what I'm doing matches what you did. If you didn't do it yet, then you can do it with us. The first part of the page is your turn to conjugate the verb ir, okay? Now, what I would suggest doing, like we always do, in this middle box on the right, you can just put an X there, so we ignore that box, okay? Go ahead and take about a minute now to see if you can fill this box in, okay? Hint, hint, if you need help, it's right here on the other side. But see if you can take about a minute to fill in the different ways to say to go, right? I go, you go, he goes, she goes, that kind of thing. So take about a minute, and then we're going to do it together in in about a minute. So try to do it on your own first. I'm gonna fill this in so we can talk about it in a second. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, so for the top left box, I put yo voy. Fold this maybe so I can see you better. Yo voy, I go. That's in the top left box. Okay, yo voy. After that, I put tú vas, you go, right? Tú vas. And then below that, we've got three nouns, él, ella, and usted, he, she, and then you in a polite way. All three of those would say va, right? He goes, él va, she goes, ella va, and then usted va, you go, right? On the other side, I got nosotros and nosotras, different ways to say we, and then vamos, so we go. And then ellos, right? Ellos and ellas mean they, and then ustedes means you all. All of that, all three of those would take van. All right, so ellos, ellas, and ustedes van. All right, so make sure that what you have matches what I have, and now we're going to move on to the bottom part. Okay, so the bottom part should be easier now because you have all the answers in the top part, right? So number one says yo blank al colegio. Okay, all we got to do is pick the proper form of this verb here that goes with those subjects. Okay, so if you see what's next to yo, you'd write that word voy. All right, so number one, yo voy, stupid pen, yo voy al colegio. So see if you can guess what that means, though. Okay, we know that that's correct because we just plug and chug basically, but yo voy al colegio. What do you think that means? If you're watching this live, you can type it in the chat. If you're not watching this live, you can just kind of think about it or say it aloud. What do you think this means? Yo voy al colegio. Okay, we talked about colegio on Wednesday. I think it's also on the front of this page. It's not. Wow. All right. Well, colegio is a word. It looks like college, but it actually means high school. Okay. So yo voy al colegio means I go to high school or to the high school, right? I go to high school. Number 2, mi hermano blank con sus amigos a la fiesta. All right. So mi hermano is a family term, which we did months and months ago. Mi hermano is my brother. All right. So we've got to decide which noun are we going to use when talking about my brother. Am I going to talk about I? No. Am I going to talk about you? If I was talking to him, sure, but I'm not. I'm talking about him. All right. Am I going to use the word he, she, or you again in a polite way? What do you think? What I'm going to use it for my brother, since he's a he, I'm going to use the word el, since it's he, right? So the word that goes with el is va. I'm sorry, it's kind of small. Va, right? So va goes in that blank. And the whole sentence says, mi hermano va con sus amigos a la fiesta. Now that sentence is kind of a bit, right? A bit long. Mi hermano is my brother. Mi hermano va, my brother goes. Con sus amigos means with his what? What are amigos again? Con sus amigos a la fiesta. So my brother goes with his friends to the party. All right. Mi hermano va con sus amigos a la fiesta. All right. Try number 3 on your own. Fill in the blank, and then we'll check it in a minute. Nosotros. So fill in the blank. Nosotros blank a la playa. What do you think goes there? So for nosotros, if you peek up to the top half of this page, you'll see that the conjugated form is vamos, right? The sentence is nosotros vamos. Can't tell if you can see this or not. Nosotros vamos a la playa. Playa, if you know that word, type it, because it's not one of those. A lot of these words aren't in the flashcards that we made, right? We made these flashcards in the first week of quarantine. A lot of these places around town are new. So if you know what playa is, please let me know. Type it in. Playa looks like playa, right? We're not going to say we go to the playa. Playa actually means beach. Okay. Here in Ohio, we don't have many beaches, but I love going to the beach, even though I burn burn like bacon in the sun. But nosotros vamos a la playa means we go to the beach, right? La playa. So la playa is a new word. Colegio is a new word in this, so far. So if you want to make flashcards for those, I'm not going to tell you not to. So hopefully, these are some new words that you can use in your, around town once we get out of lockdown. Number 4, mi amigo y yo blank a un restaurante cada viernes. All right. So mi amigo y yo, my friend and I. Remember when I said that my friend would be a he, but since I'm joining him, it's not just he, and it's not just yo, it's him and I. All right. So what pronoun can we use for him and I together? Would it be they? I wouldn't say they if I'm in the group, right? If I'm in the group, I would say we, right? Nosotros. So for nosotros, you could see it's the same exact word that was in number 3, all right? So number 3 was vamos, number 4 is vamos, because in vamos, number 4, I'm saying my friend and I, together, we do something. What do we do? Where we go? Mi amigo y yo vamos, we go a un restaurante. Restaurante is a new word, I think. But if you looked at the word, you could probably guess what I meant, right? What do you think restaurante means? Restaurante. Somewhere we haven't been able to go to for about 2 months now. A restaurant, right? Cada means every, and then viernes is a day of the week. So you should know what viernes means, right? What is viernes? Viernes is Friday. Okay, so what this is saying is, mi amigo y yo vamos a un restaurante cada viernes. My friend and I, we go to a restaurant every Friday. All right, cada viernes. Number 5, tú no blank al gimnasio. Okay, so even though there's a no here, the subject is what in this sentence? The subject is tú, right? So look at this. Look at the table above, and when you see the verb that goes with tú, you know that it's vas. So you get to write vas in that line. Tú no vas al gimnasio. Gimnasio, I think, is a new word. Once again, not on the front. Gimnasio looks like gymnasio or gymnasium, and that's what it means, but not like I guess like gimnasio could be like the gym in a school. It could also be like a gym you go to work out at, like the YMCA or Planet Fitness. Those are gimnasios too. All right. So what we're saying is, tú no vas al gimnasio. You don't go to the gym. Whether or not that's an insult, I'm not sure. But tú no vas al gimnasio. You don't go to the gym. So that by adding that no between tú and vas, by adding that no, we're negating. We're saying that you don't go. Okay. Tú no vas. You do not go. If I said yo no voy, it means I don't go. All right. By adding that word no before the verb, we're just saying it doesn't happen. It doesn't go. Okay. So that's the way that you could say that, don't go or do not go. Number 6 is a question. All right. ¿Por qué? Means why. ¿Por qué Héctor no blank al doctor si está enfermo? And we'll break this sentence down in a minute. But the subject of the sentence is Héctor, right? That's his name. It's really hard to see today. Héctor, right here. That's the guy's name that we're talking about. All right. Héctor, like Hector, right? Which form of the verb are we going to use for Héctor? Are we going to use yo? No, I'm not Hector. We're going to use tú? I'm not talking to you. No. We're going to use él, meaning he. We're going to use ella, meaning she. We're going to use usted, meaning you. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Héctor is a he. It's a guy. It's a guy, a person. Just like if it was a girl we were talking about, we would use ella. For the guy, we're going to use él, right? So look at the table for él, and that's the verb va. Hopefully you can see, right? Va. So, ¿por qué Héctor no va al doctor si está enfermo? So, this is a question. I'm asking why doesn't Hector go? ¿Por qué Héctor no va al doctor? Doctor means what it looks like, right? It's a cognate. Means doctor. Si está enfermo. No, si in this case means if, because there's no accent. Remember how si means yes, but if si, like this word, doesn't have an accent, it means if. All right, si está enfermo means if he's sick. All right, so, ¿por qué Héctor no va al doctor si está enfermo? Why doesn't he go to the doctor if he's sick? Okay, so it's kind of like a rhetorical question, or, like why doesn't he go to the doctor if he's sick? So that one is va. We got 2 more to do. Number 7, ustedes, meaning you all. Ustedes blank al concierto juntos. All right, so find ustedes in your table. All right, if you wrote what I wrote, UDS means ustedes. Remember that's the abbreviation for ustedes. So if you look to here, or if you use the front page, right? They spell it out here. So ustedes, we know that this is our verb van, meaning you all go. All right. So ustedes van al concierto juntos. So concierto, if you had to guess, concierto means concert. All right. So you all go to the concert juntos. Juntos means together. Okay, so there's a new word for you. All right. Ustedes van al concierto juntos. So you guys go to the concert together. All right. Finally, number 8 should be pretty simple. Yo blank. I can read backwards. Yo blank a bailar cuando llega el fin de semana. All right. So yo what? What's the form that goes with yo? Hopefully you said and wrote voy. All right. Yo voy a. So this is kind of a hint of what we're going to be talking about next. All right. This structure here. It says yo voy a bailar cuando llega el fin de semana. All right. So I am going, yo voy, this is a verb as well, right? It's an AR verb. Bailar means to dance. So by saying I'm going to do something, we're kind of actually telling you the future, right? It's kind of like I'm telling you what I'm going to do, what I'm planning to do, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about next, actually, is how to say I'm going to do something instead of I'm going to somewhere, some location, right? So what this is saying is I'm going to dance. Yo voy a bailar cuando llega el fin de semana, when the weekend comes. Okay, I'm going to dance when the weekend comes, or when the weekend gets here. Which kind of sucks because it's Monday, right? But so that is a kind of like a preview of what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. All right, yo voy a, I'm going to do something. And maybe not Wednesday, maybe next week we'll start that. But if I said I'm going to an infinitive verb that ends in AR, ER, IR, that means I'm going to do something, right? And it's a way to use the future, like to plan what I'm planning on doing something, okay? We'll probably start that next week because my plans are this week is I wanted to, on Wednesday, do a listen and write. So I did it about a month ago, streaming. If you saw that, you know what I'm talking about. If you were here for it, I think Joey was here for it that day. But we're going to do a listen and write just like we would in school. I'm going to read 4 sentences, and you're going to have the opportunity to try to listen to what I'm reading, write what you hear, and then I'll show you the sentence, and then you can correct it. Okay? So we're going to try that on Wednesday. It worked pretty well, I think, the last time we did it. And if you watch, even that'll work even if you're watching the live stream later, because you can always pause it and you'll have to be able to rewind what I say too. Watching it live will be challenging, like if you're in like if we did it in class. So I want to keep doing those frequently if we can to help your comprehension stay sharp, even though it's kind of challenging when we're teaching and learning in this manner. So that'll probably be what we do Wednesday. We're gonna do listen and write Wednesday, and then the following next Monday we'll start talking about ir plus a plus infinitive, saying how to say I'm going to do something or you're going to do something. All right. On another note, I wanted to say I hope you guys have started these things. You might have finished it already for all I know, but once again, I'm not really going to be here to help you. We're not going to be doing this on the live streams, but this is something you guys should be working on at your own pace, on your own time. Like I said, the countries you were assigned were completely random. Hopefully no one got Colombia because that was the example I gave to you guys. So say you got Ecuador, you go to Google and type in Ecuador, you would put Ecuador here, and you would fill in all the details about the capital, try your best to draw the map, find out what they produce, some interesting facts, the local food, draw the flag, be colorful, be creative, and then hopefully you guys have started that. If not, you still have time. I think we still have 4 or 5 weeks left of school. So try to get that done before the end of the school year. It shouldn't take you too long. You guys are pretty smart, pretty internet tech savvy, so you should be able to find the answers pretty easily, okay? Keep using those flashcards, by the way. Keep studying if you can. Maybe I'll figure out a way to quiz you guys on that. I don't know. Like if we were in person, we could play bingo or something, but I don't know if we can do that live streaming. But also, I wanted to give my email again, just in case you have any questions. All right, joshua.minnick@summitacademies.org. You can email me at any time. I'm also in the Google Hangouts if you have questions or if you need any guidance on the work that we're doing. So there's my email. You could pause it if you're watching this later. On Monday, we're going to start. I already said that. All right, so I was thinking yesterday about this Spanish class. Since I only have about 5 minutes left in this live stream, I wanted to kind of talk about the Spanish class that I was looking forward to this year because, like I said at the beginning of the school year, you guys as the 8th graders are the first class, middle school class that I've taught Spanish to, where we had Spanish every day for an hour for the entire, usual time of a class. Last year when I taught the 8th grade, I alternated days with the 2 8th grades, so they only had it twice, sometimes 3 times a week, from like 3 to 3:30, 3 to 3:40. So as you can expect, the 8th graders then were excited to leave and go home. They were looking for the buses in the parking lot, so they didn't learn much either, just because of the time constraints. So when this school year started and I was like, we're going to have Spanish every day for an hour, I was super excited because you guys will be able to learn so much. So I was really excited. We did really well at the beginning of the school year with that. And then because of certain circumstances in Venus, Ms. Holden's room was kind of put on lockdown. So the 8th grade, we had to pick up and move our Spanish classes to a different room, right? The one class, I'm trying to think which one it was. One was in Mr. Murray's room. I forget which class that was. And then the other one, Fireball, was in Mr. Andrew's class. So for about 2 months, or 3 months, we had to pick up and move and teach Spanish in a different classroom, right? And that still worked fine, but it was a bit challenging. And then we went back to normalcy for about 2 months, and then for the last 2 months of the school year, we're doing this now. We're learning online. So think about that. You guys had Spanish class in 2 classrooms for extended periods of time, and you guys are learning Spanish online now via live streaming for an extended period of time. It's pretty unique if you're asking me. So I never would have thought back in August that we would have had such a weird Spanish semester, Spanish year, I guess. I still think you guys learned a lot. I think that I've been thankful to have you guys as the 8th graders this year because you guys did pretty well, and we're not done yet. We're still going to be learning some more, advanced Spanish, Spanish ways of saying things here in the next couple of weeks. But, keep working hard. You guys have done really well this year. Been very flexible, which is nice because we've had a really weird and challenging school year this year. So keep up the good work. And, like I said, start this now. So, the sooner the better. As soon as it's done, you can kind of forget about it. Not forget about it, but, not have to worry about it anymore. All right. You are being graded on the colors of it. So try to make sure it's colorful. Try to use, crayons or markers or something to make it colorful. And then, yeah. So if you have any questions, email me, text me, not text, but, the group chat thing on Google, you could hit me up on there. And then Wednesday, like I said, we're going to be doing a listen and write. So for that, what you will need is just some lined paper and, 2 different colored writing utensils. So either a pen and a pencil, or 2 different colored pens. And then we'll get started with that next class on Wednesday. So I'm going to finish up here. Let me know if you have any questions. I didn't do a secret word today, guys. I apologize. I kind of got, I forgot about it. But if you're here, great. I know that Malachi and Raquel are here. So in the future, if you watch this, if you watch my live streams, say something in the chat, say your name so I know who's here. I do like to keep track of that. And if you watch this later, then it's still good. The information is still good. So I will see you guys at 10 o'clock on Wednesday in 2 days, and we will do that listen and write then. Until then, have a good week. Enjoy your other classes, and I'll see you then. All right, take care. Stay safe.